What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to GazetteSports.com and the Press Telegram. It's Mike, and this volleyball video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company, the perfect place to cater your next team event. Lancers hitting the road in the second round of the CIF Division I playoffs, hitting the road for a long way, actually, all the way down to San Clemente in South OC, where they're going to take on a very talented Tritons team. Lancers, a lot of talent, a lot of balls in the air over there. Got a lot of stuff going on. Sarah Miller back in action after missing a couple matches with a concussion. Plan was for her to just play the back row. Obviously, plenty of talent up front, like Megan Delgado right there. Megan Krudoff, obviously one of the league's top hitters over her entire 4 years in high school. But Lakewood knew they were going to need to rely on the so-called role players tonight. Amanda Henderson. Some of these so-called role players looked a lot more like stars than like role players tonight. But a big star over for San Clemente is Callie Hoy. She was unbelievable for them. She had 11 kills in the first set alone. She's committed to Iowa. She got her fan base riled up because she was really putting it down in that first frame. But Megatron, Del, Taco, Megan Delgado with the big kill. And then, yeah, that'll give you a spark when you can just dunk it over the net like that. But Lakewood up, Tritons mounting a comeback. It obviously helps when your top outside hitter has 11 kills, but Brooklyn Shermer, the big freshman, getting a kill for the Lancers right there. And then Henderson's going to wave that down to stave off the first set point. Tritons go up. They're up 25-24, and Krudoff is going to stave off another set point. She ties this thing up at 25, but the Tritons would not be denied in this first frame. And fitting that after they get that ball under control, it's going to be Hoy who finishes it off with her 11th kill of that first frame. 28-26 San Clemente. Not necessarily the match you expect a second-seeded Lakewood team to have to face in the second round on the road. Hoy rolling the momentum right over into the second frame with another big kill. But it's Miller time. Sarah Miller moves up to the front row. She's a 4-year starter up there, and Mike Wadley said, their head coach said, hey, we just needed her. Showed him some beach game. And then there was some pre-game laser tag. She didn't get to play that because of the concussion, but a little sniper action there. Some pseudo laser tag from Miller as she gets one from the back row. Henderson was just nails in this match. They needed some big plays because of that emotional crowd from San Clemente. Henderson definitely stepped up. She and sophomore setter Shelby Dobmeyer with the block right there. And then Henderson, the big-time ace. Lakewood trailed 21-15 in the second set, but marched back. Tritons will not go quietly in their own gym with their rowdy crowd behind them. So Lakewood needing a big play to shift the momentum, and this was where they really got it. One of the top plays we've seen all year, to be honest. Wow, the dig from Dobmeyer, the lift by Villiamo to get it to Miller. That really stunned the Tritons, and that ties this thing up at 26 in the second set. So Lakewood needing another couple points here to get this done. Delgado makes it 27. And then the back row roller from Krudoff is going to make it 28-26 Lancers in the second set. You can see how tight these first two sets were. Neither team led by more than 3 points, really, for most of the first and second frames. Very, very tight match here in the playoffs. From there, Lakewood kind of in control. Krudoff, team high 16 kills, 21 digs, really showcasing how far her passing has come over her high school career. And freshman balling, the team of Destiny Villiamo. She's been great all year for Lakewood in the middle, kind of a surprise, and in transition also hard to stop. Delgado showing off a little bit of that beach game, going the other way right there. And just getting it done. All three of the Lancers' big three in double-digit kills. Miller so clutch, not expecting necessarily to get any time jumping and swinging, but she comes up with 13 kills for her team. All three of those big three also in double-digit digs. The sophomore, Dobmeyer, the setter, she had a great match. 48 assists, 5 blocks, also double-digit digs. And the solo stuff on Hoy that kind of really took the wind out of the sails over on the San Clemente cheering section. Villiamo and Miller with the block. Lakewood's experience really showing here in the third and fourth sets. Jessica Kayaka, or Kayaka as the announcer kept calling her, served up an 8-0 run in that fourth set. You see Lakewood up 21-12 after that one, really running away with it. And it's been hard to stop Amanda Henderson on the move all year. San Clemente didn't have an answer for Miller. One more big spike is going to set up match point for Lakewood. After that shaky start, they really get it together with an impressive second, third, and fourth set performance. And not necessarily the most emotional way to get it, but they're going to get it on a net touch. And it was an emotional win for the Lancers here in the second round. They are going to move on and visit Corona Del Mar in the quarterfinals on Saturday. Yes, they lost another coin flip, so they may be seeded second, but the second and third round they will be on the road. Corona Del Mar, 7 p.m. on Saturday. We want to thank Naples Rib Company and Papa Lucci's, our sponsors, who put the Eat in 2nd Street and the videos on your computer. We couldn't do anything without them, so please go and support them. We will obviously be hitting the road with Lakewood again to go out to Corona Del Mar, although probably no laser tag this time. For coverage of that match and everything else Long Beach sports, you got to keep it right here.
Sit down.